Day 3 of Formula One's secretive 2026 Shakedown was the busiest so far, with Mercedes pounding around all day and McLaren finally joining the action. Behind closed doors at Barcelona, 6 teams hit the track, the mileage went up, and Kimi Antonelli set the fastest lap of the week so far. After 2 relatively fragmented days, Day 3 of the Barcelona Shakedown finally looked like a proper test day. 6 of the 11 teams ran on Wednesday. The big headline was McLaren. Having skipped both Monday and Tuesday, McLaren finally rolled out, with Lando Norris taking to the track around 11 a.m. Norris completed 62 laps, according to data reported by Soy Motor, although he spent more time in the garage in the afternoon. Alongside McLaren and Mercedes, we saw Alpine run both of its drivers, while Lindblad, Oliver Bearman and Nico Hülkenberg drove for Racing Bulls, Haas and Audi respectively. The standout of the day, and arguably of the week so far, was Mercedes. In terms of reliability and consistency, the W17 was on another level. Across the day, Mercedes completed a massive 183 laps. That's about 852 kilometers or 530 miles. George Russell drove in the morning, with Kimi Antonelli taking over in the afternoon. And Antonelli didn't just rack up mileage, he also set the fastest lap of the week so far, according to the unofficial timing. On soft tyres, the Italian youngster clocked a reported 1:17.382, around 0.2 faster than Russell. Russell is believed to have spent most of his running on the C1 compound, the hardest tyre in Pirelli's range, although his own benchmark might have come on a softer tyre at some point. As always, we can't judge performance yet. Fuel loads, engine modes and programs are all unknown, but in terms of sheer laps, no one else matched Mercedes. For McLaren, Day 3 was all about finally getting the 2026 car rolling. The team had already explained that it was pushing to arrive in Barcelona with a more mature specification, even if that meant missing the first 2 days. Now the plan is to run continuously until Friday evening, using all 3 allowed days back-to-back. Norris's 62 laps on Wednesday are just the start of McLaren's program, and the real question is how quickly they can get up to speed on reliability and systems compared to teams that already have 2 days of data. Beyond Mercedes and McLaren, it was a mixed day for the others. Alpine ran both of its drivers, building on its mileage from earlier in the week. For Racing Bulls, Haas and Audi, Wednesday was more complicated. Lindblad in the Racing Bulls, Oliver Bearman in the Haas and Nico Hülkenberg in the Audi all caused red flags, apparently due to technical issues. That's especially worrying for Audi, which already had its first day on Monday cut short with problems. The good news, despite the stoppages, all 6 cars that ran on Day 3 still managed at least 42 laps. Heading into the final 2 days of this shakedown, the run day maths is getting interesting. Each team is allowed 3 days of running across the 5-day week, and they don't have to be consecutive. After Wednesday, 6 teams have now completed 2 days and must choose whether to run on Thursday or Friday. Alpine, Audi, Haas, Mercedes, Racing Bulls and Red Bull. The remaining 5 teams can still run on both days if they want to. Cadillac, which only ran on Monday, Ferrari, which we saw on Tuesday only, McLaren, which debuted today, Aston Martin, still racing the clock to get the AMR 26 on track, and Williams, which has skipped Barcelona entirely. The weather forecast shows no rain expected on either Thursday or Friday, with similar temperatures and just a bit more wind on Friday, so strategy and car readiness will dictate who runs when. So, day 3 of F1's closed-door 2026 Shakedown gave us Mercedes racking up 183 laps and the fastest time so far with Antonelli, McLaren finally joining the test with Norris logging 62 laps, Alpine continuing its program, and Racing Bulls, Haas and Audi hitting reliability bumps with red flags again. 3 days in, who do you think is looking best prepared for the 2026 rules, and who's already on the back foot? Let us know in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed to Apex Racing Desk so you don't miss our breakdowns of Day 4, Day 5, and the full Shakedown recap.